It's a 4:15, and wow, what an amazing sight. I can hear people speaking English. This is the Kalut area, where some people also come to watch the sunrise. So beautiful, huh? Just amazing. Since I arrived at night, I couldn't see anything around me. So good, so good. Now that it's daylight, I'll head over there. The area is called Shadat Kalut, usually just Kalut, and it's inside the Lut Desert. The desert itself is called Lut, and the kaluts are these scattered formations that are about 20,000 years old. They were formed much like canyons, shaped by water erosion, wind, and sand. Fantastic. What an incredible feeling. I've been to the Grand Canyon in the US, which is spectacular. I've also been to Fish River Canyon in Namibia, and it's beautiful too. But here, driving through with the quad, wow, just unreal. Completely alone, like an owl in the night, and with an incredible sense of freedom, being able to drive free wherever you want without a pre-established direction. Fabulous. I felt like I was in an old Western movie waiting for Native Americans or Clint Eastwood on horseback to appear. Amazing. And such a shame, because this is the kind of place you'd need 2 or 3 days to explore properly. It's so huge, so beautiful, and it changes constantly from sunrise to when the sun is high. And the rocks shift colors. One of the best experiences of my whole trip. Along the way, whenever people found out I was heading to the Lut Desert, they all warned me about the heat. Don't go during the day, it's too hot, you have to go at night. But then they changed their minds. No, don't go at night either. It's way too dangerous on a motorbike, you could crash. So, which is it? The warnings about the heat were no exaggeration. This point in the Lut Desert actually holds the record as the hottest spot on Earth in 2005, 2006, 2007, and 2009. In 2005, it hit 70 degrees Celsius, 158 degrees Fahrenheit. Insane. Perhaps that's why I'm alone here. Few unconscious people come to face the sun in the middle of summer. Oh, and the drone? Yeah, I crashed it again. This time into one of the formations. Big hit, but it's still working. What a champ. Second crash in Iran. The previous one was in Armenia, and the first in North Macedonia. And on I go, still in Kalut. Now I'm heading to Lake Lut. The ground here collapses easily, though less so now since there's sand underneath. There's a time of year when it rains and some of these areas fill with water. And right now, everything is completely dry and it's easy to cross. But when it rains again, it will flood and the trace of my route will disappear. Unbelievable. Miles and miles of this. Driving here was a blast, although you have to be super alert. There are lots of uneven surfaces, potholes. I could have easily flipped the quad. Some sections also had different surfaces, some of which sank under the weight of the quad. Luckily, I was going fast enough to dodge them, steering back to harder ground or circling around. That's the risk of traveling solo. If you get stuck, getting out on your own in this heat would be nearly impossible. Eventually, I reached Lake Lut. A UNESCO sign clearly says no swimming. But the lake is bone dry now, so there wasn't much danger anyway. The lake forms when it rains. On top of the sand, there's a salty crust. Hard at first, but fragile with sand beneath. It floods from time to time, though not much. Right now, there were a few damp spots, but hardly any water. After leaving the lake, I came across another incredible place. 100 hectares of mounds covered in salt. Because of its shape, Iranians call it the egg area. I call it the camel esplanade. Because the mounds look like camel humps, you have to negotiate. Absolutely stunning. I've never seen anything like it. Because of the salt, there is no animal life within 30,000 square kilometers. That whole camel scene was hilarious. It looked like a giant obstacle course at a theme park. What a morning. Intense. Incredible. Every now and then I'd climb a mound to see the horizon and pick the best route. No doubt about it. I want to repeat this experience. There are so many places I missed in Kalut. I wanted to set south here, across the desert, all the way to the Pakistan border. But doing it solo would have been reckless, and I wasn't fully prepared. I ran out of time, but I'll be back. I continued my route toward Pakistan and then headed south until I reached the historic Shahzadeh Mahan Garden in the town of Amirabad. A real luxury after crossing the desert. Arriving at a place like this is incredible. Even though we are still in the middle of a desert area, a natural spring emerges here, turning the entire surroundings into a green oasis. The garden is an elongated, rectangular estate designed for celebrations and weddings, where water flows through and creates a breathtaking landscape. The amount of water in the middle of the desert is hard to believe. From above, with the drone, the contrast is even more striking. On one side, the arid desert, and right in the middle of it all, a lush green oasis. A truly unique place. At Shannon Garden, they told me the story. It's desert all around, but here's this long rectangular estate that's lush green, thanks to water running through it. And when I fly the drone, you'll clearly see desert versus green. On the way out, I stopped at a fast food spot, had chicken shashlik with rice, a couple cokes, and then south toward Bam. Today, I woke up in Kalut at the camp with breathtaking views. And now I'm in Bam. Wow, the Citadel, an enormous fortress. The city itself is impressive too. They're restoring it because the last earthquake caused a lot of damage. My goal today was 250 to 300 kilometers. I've already done 300. But what a brutal 300. The heat is unbearable. I don't stop drinking water. Whenever I see a shop, I pull over and raid the freezer. Ice cream, drinks. Here it's coming to grab. 1.5 liter bottles of frozen water. I drink as they thaw, and it's perfect. At the Bam Citadel, I had the place all to myself. Only the ticket guy was there, hiding in the shade with a fan, sweating it out. I walked the entire site alone. The earthquake damage is sad, but the restoration work is faithful to tradition. Walls made of mud and straw, plastered with mud on the outside. What a massive job. Now it's Tuesday evening, around 6, and it's been an intense day. Heat, pressure, but wow. Waking up in Kalut, driving around, filming, taking photos. Unforgettable. Also, Lake Lut. Dry and salty, amazing. The locals I meet just want to know where I'm from. They don't care about my name or anything else. As soon as I tell them I'm from Barcelona, they brighten up and maybe take a selfie with me. When I say I'm heading toward Bam and then Pakistan, they all warn me. Don't go during the day, too hot. Don't go at night either, too dangerous with a motorbike. Always the same dilemma. The truth is, the heat is insane. After 30 minutes of riding, I'm already hunting for shade to stop, hydrate, and cool the quad. Every 30 to 40 minutes, I need a break. At small shops, I stock up on water, juice, and ice cream. I've got 450 kilometers left to Pakistan, with perhaps the last 200 to 250 kilometers of busy road, full of trucks and brutal heat. It's 6 o'clock, the sun is setting, and it's still stiflingly hot. Last night, sleeping under just a mosquito net, I could see the stars and mountains, but sweating non-stop, impossible to sleep well. So the question is, do I ride through the night or not? It cools down a bit, but not that much. The bigger issue is I haven't rested well for 2 nights. To top it off, I hit an impassable obstacle, a dry riverbed below with a sheer wall I can't climb. I'll have to backtrack and find the main track or road. I'll lose time, but there's no other choice. By this time tomorrow, I should be in Pakistan, so I'm using up my last hours in Iran. tomorrow I should be leaving the country because time is running out and I want to reach the Himalayas. I can't handle this heat anymore. Sweating nonstop, barely able to sleep, but it's been intense, incredible, and I've managed to ride a good stretch off-road. I camped near eZendan, close to the town of Basman,